Good day, gentlemen. I'm Faye1 and we're back to a new topic today in the Planetside universe. And today we'll be talking about server performance and network code for Planetside Arena. You might have heard about the problems DayBreak Games had with the servers of Planetside 2 lately. Those have been fixed. However, there still are some problems with hit registration, but those problems aren't as big as they were just a few days ago. However, with this new game around in the corner, just 12 days left, yeah really, I want to emphasize the importance of servers and netcode. Unlike Planetside 2, an important mode for Planetside Arena will be the Battle Royale mode. A big part of Battle Royale mode is having only one life and only one death. It's a bit of the same principle, for example, Search and Destroy already has for multiple years. Maybe you're lucky and you're running with multiple teammates and they can revive you when you get downed after a while, but maybe that's it. Only one life and one death. And every fight counts. Then imagine, you've been walking on Echoes of Emmerich for like 20 minutes. You've got your favorite weapons, you've got your armor, heck even you got an orbital strike nade. And then it happens, you encounter someone. You go search cover, you get shot behind cover. One cheeky headshot and it's done. Game is over. You were completely sure you were behind cover. This could not happen, no really, it couldn't. But still it did. This phenomenon is called Vsync. It's not like the other party is cheating, probably not. He just saw you running towards the cover, but not behind the cover yet. So he took the shot. On his client, he saw a kill, and he sent that kill to the server. On these moments, your rage level can really rise over 9,000. But what can we do against it? Here comes the netcode into play. Modern shooters use inter and extrapolation to determine what will happen, and also what kind of images to send to all the other clients playing the game. If you press, for example, the W button to run forward, and the game will also send that picture to all the other clients. Since we're not all on the same local network, it can take some time to get from the server to your client, especially if the physical distances are quite big. For example, I live in Europe. If I connect with a server in the United States, this will take some time. You could blame the speed of light for that. Nothing we can do about it. Or can we? Yes, we sorta can. Game developers can build in lag composition and other material to make it as smooth as possible, the experience. Also, the way they use inter and extrapolation can differ a bit. The Battlefield franchise gets already a lot of love for years for having one of the best netcodes in the world. Instead of rewarding people with, for example, laggy internet, they make people with laggy internet suffer the most by having to lead forward more with walking shots. It's eliminated, for example, the need for lag switching, which is actually a rather dull hack in my opinion. However, Planetside can't just copy the system of Battlefield 5. Whereas the servers of Battlefield are filled with maybe 64 people, the servers of Planetside can be filled up to 1,000 people. Still, you want them to all to see the same thing happening on the same screen. Maybe you've seen the meme, client side too. And sometimes it feels like that. But then just think, how much actually is happening on those servers of Planetside? Still, there is no excuse. When you get killed in a Battle Royale mode, you don't give a flying F if you're with 1,000 people or with just 5. If it feels cheeky, you feel betrayed. Unfortunately, I'm not a network expert myself, but luckily on the internet, especially on YouTube, there are a lot of people who do know a lot about it. For example, Battle Nonsense. If you want to know more about the technique behind networks, I would highly recommend to watch this video. But one of his videos is especially really important for Planetside Arena. Probably the netcode behind Planetside Arena will basically be the same as the one from Planetside 2. Battle Nonsense has not done any analysis so far on, for example, the tick rate of Planetside 2. However, he has done one for H1Z1, King of the Kill. H1Z1 is from the same developer, DayBreak Games, and also they use the same Fortlight engine as Planetside uses. Also, H1Z1 King of the Kill played at the time when he made the analysis with 200 people. It's maybe not the same as the 500 in Massive Clash that will be in Planetside Arena, but I think it'll get close enough. I have to mention though that these videos are from 2017. Unfortunately, he has not done any updates yet, and right now I think in 2019 a lot of the techniques have improved already, but I still think it's one of the closest I can get right now to the true experience. I will post a link to his videos below, but the game suffered, according to Battle Nonsense, a bit too much from lag compensation, had a network delay of at least 200 in his own region, and still had the same desyncy hit registration, which could resolve into being shot behind the wall. Again, if you want to know more about the technique behind it and how he tested it, check out his videos. But he also stated that because the game was having a lot of players on one server, 200 at the time, it could be maybe even impossible to do it otherwise. However, there were some fields of improvement possible. For example, the server tick rate, so let's say the FPS the servers have, was working on only 35 to 40 Hz. Like with FPS, the higher the better. And 60 Hz is actually, I think, for Battle Royale, the wanted number. Of course, how higher, how better. But yet I've only seen higher tick rates than 60 on custom CSGO servers. And that game works with far less people. So what can we make of H1Z1? H1Z1 had pretty bad lag compensation and also the bad head registration. A decent tick rate of 35 to 40, but still not optimal. But still, for a game with 200 people, it felt pretty okay. That's around the same feeling I've got myself with Planetside 2 right now. Then again, Planetside 2 is in the Battle Royale. With Battle Royales, it's just so much more important. I don't say H1Z1 died because of Netcode not being perfect, but I guess it also didn't really help the game. But okay, this is one of the games DayBreak Games made, and that's a few years ago. What could DayBreak Games have learned from this? First of all, I think they could really try to up the server tick rate to at least 60. And also, they should be thinking about making the way they use hit registration right now a bit different. One of the good things about Planetside is that the TTK, the time to kill, is pretty high. Due to this mechanic, you also have a bit more time to react. And that already allows there to be a bit more network delay. However, I still don't know how the game plays. I haven't played yet, I haven't signed an NDA yet, I don't know anything. But I only guess that headshots with a sniper rifle or anything alike will still do a lot of damage and maybe even insta-kill someone. At least I'm hoping you can still get sniper insta-kills. Nothing feels more rewarding, especially in a Battle Royale, just to take someone out with one single shot. But to get back to the topic, still, having the first shot on somebody can be crucial. And if somebody sees you already, but you can't see him, you have a bit of a disadvantage already in this fight. Personally, the worst experience is when doing a long-range sniper battle with two guys, and then after taking cover, you still get shot. That's the worst experience. So I hope they will try to think about ways to mitigate these problems. I do think one of the solutions is using region lock. Region lock sounds pretty unpopular because you want to play with your friends, for example, in the States or in Japan or in Australia. But if the system works correctly, you will still be able to do this. I'm going back to PUBG again. But PUBG is one of the games using region lock to make matchmaking with random players only able in the same region. For example, I live in Europe, I only get matched with other Europe people. Still, if you're playing squads or duos, you're able to play with your friends from the States. But then it is a bit of a 50-50 chance on which server you will end up. In my opinion, having a region lock could really help trying to lower the ping differences between players. Especially a high ping is a problem for a lot of things in a game like this. Since there is a region lock in PUBG, the fields of Vsync are way less. But there still is a problem with region locking, and that is that you need a lot of players to be able to do region locking. Since you rule out a lot of the world actually to play with you, the queue times could be bigger. And I don't know if people would like to have bigger wait times, for especially kind of short games that could be in Planetside Arena. In this modern day and age, I don't want to wait 10 minutes to get a game, and really I can't. I don't have the patience for that. So actually I think DayBreak Games could only implement this if the player base gets really big after a few years. I don't have a crystal ball, so I can't tell yet in a year how many people are still playing the game, or if maybe the game is bigger than ever, or worst case, it's already dead. But still, this is I think something DayBreak Games should keep in their mind. Having good working netcode, having good working servers is in my humble opinion priority number one, even above high frames. What do you think? Should they implement something like region locking? Have you ever suffered yourself from something like Vsync? Or do you think the current system of Planetside 2 with Cobalt, Miller, Emerald, Bricks is all working fine right now and you don't suffer from anything? I would love to know. But that's it for today, guys. I have nothing to talk about anymore. So I just hope the devs are coming with some new information. The only thing I still want to say is that the devs are doing a stream for Planetside 2. And I think Rel is going to stream then on an official Planetside 2 account. And that's going to happen on 18 January at 2 AM PT time. So Pacific time, I guess. Maybe, just maybe, they're going to announce something? I don't know. But that's me, that's Fave1, and I will see you soon with some more content.